Hello and welcome. Our topic for the day is simplifying combinations of radical expressions with multiple operations and numbers only. To understand the concept, let's do some questions. We given the first question as simplify, parentheses open, square root of 12 plus 4 times square root of 48, parentheses close, times negative of square root of 27. So let's write down a question. Square root of 12 plus 4 root of 48, parentheses closed, times negative of square root of 27. So what we'll be doing is we'll find out the factors of each numbers inside the radical. In the first parentheses there is an addition, so we'll make sure that the radical part is same to have them added. So 12 can be factored as 2 times 2 times 3 plus 4 root of 48 can be factored as, let's find out, 48 divided by 2 is 24, 24 divided by 2 is 12, 12 divided by 2 is 6, 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we have 4 2's, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 3, parentheses closed. Now second parentheses open, negative 27 can be factored as 3 times 3 times 3, parentheses close. So from the first radical we can pull out a single 2 and it becomes like this, plus from the second radical we make two pairs and we pull them out like this. Inside we have a 3, parentheses closed. In the second parentheses again we can pull out 1 3 and make it as negative 3 root of 3. Now this can be further simplified as 2 root of 3 plus 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16 root of 3 times negative 3 root 3. So now the radical part is same. We can add the two expressions. 2 root of 3 plus 16 root of 3 is equal to 18 root of 3, and the second parenthesis as it is, that is negative 3 root of 3. Now we'll multiply the numbers inside the radical as well as outside the radical. So we have 18 times negative 3, 3 times 3 inside the radical. This can be further simplified as 18 times negative 3 is a negative 54. 2 3's combined to come out as a single 3. So this is negative 54 times 3, which is equals to negative 162. This is our final answer and can be seen in option A. Moving on to the next question. We have simplify negative 3 root of 16 plus square root of 4 divided by negative 3 root of 16. So we'll simplify each number inside the radical. So this is negative 3. 16 can be factored as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, plus 4 can be factored as 2 times 2. In the denominator we have negative 3 root of 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So on top the first expression we can pull out two 2's and this becomes negative 3 times 2 times 2, plus this is just a single 2 outside the radical now. Inside we're left with nothing. In the denominator also two pairs can be made and they come out as negative 3 times 2 times 2. So this is equals to negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 times 2 is a negative 12 plus 2 divided by negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 times 2 is a negative 12. So this is equal to negative 12 plus 2 is a negative 10 divided by negative 12. So this can be simplified further, can be reduced to 5/6. Negative negative is positive. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Hence 5/6 is a final answer, can be seen in option C. Moving on to the next question. Here we given simplify negative 3 root of 125 minus 4 root of 50 divided by negative 3 root of 12. So this can be factored as, let's see how we can factor 125. This goes into 5, 25, 5 times 5 and 5 times 1. So this is negative 3 root of 5 times 5 times 5 minus 50 can be written as 5 times 5 times 2. In the denominator we have 12 in the radical, so this can be factored as 2 times 2 times 3. Now looking at the first radical expression over here, this is negative 15 root of 5. Two 5's come out as single one. Similarly in the second, two 5's can be pulled out like this. Then looking at the denominator, this can be written as negative 6 root of 3. Two 2's come out as a single 2. So now we can split this as negative 15 over root of 5 divided by negative 6 root of 3 minus 20 root of 2 minus 6 root of 3 in the denominator. So we'll simplify this. Negative and negative becomes positive. The 15 and 6 both can be divided by 3. So we have over here 5 over 2 radical of 5 divided by radical of 3. Now we generally do not keep a radical in the denominator as the answer, so we multiply and divide by the root of 3. Minus and minus becomes plus, this negative and negative becomes a positive. This can be divided by 2. 2 times 10 is 20 and 2 times 3 is 6. So this becomes 10 root of 2 divided by 3 root of 3. Similarly here we'll be multiplying and dividing by root of 3. This is called rationalizing the denominator. So now here we get 5 root 5 times root 3 is root 15 divided by 2 times root 3 into root 3 plus 10 root 2 times root 3 is root 6 divided by 3. Inside the radical we have 3 times 3. Now carefully looking at the denominator of each term, this is 5 root of 15 divided by 2 times 3 is 6 plus 10 over 3 times 3 is 9 root of 6. So this is our final answer, can be seen in option B. I hope simplifying combinations of radical expressions with multiple operations and numbers only is easy now. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.